What's up? What's up? What's up? I know. Daily Yu-Gi-Oh content. He says, I've been sick. You can hear it in my voice. No, I don't. I thought, I'd take it easy today. Get you guys. I want to do ranked. I have a couple decks to use, but I don't feel like doing long stuff right now. I need to do some. Oh, I have so much stuff going on. It's nuts. But let's just do a nice spectate video, nice and easy on my body and for your viewing entertainment. This time I'm gonna bet on my guy all the time, no matter what. I've been having some interest. I just started watching a friend send me something, and honestly, man, there's a lot in this game, man. There's a lot in this game, guys. I encourage you guys to really go out and read the cards. Like, there's a lot of decks in this game that are undiscovered, I think, right now. And it's just purely on the fact that people just don't know what's out there. Read the cards. If you have a deck, while this guy... Oh, I'm about to craft him right now. I might just craft... He said, if you don't craft me, double whammy? Double? Double? Okay, I'm crafting this after this spectate. I'm doing it. I've been wanting this card for so long, and now he's just taunting me. But what I was saying is that there's so many cards in this game, guys. When you're making a deck, however it works, right? If you realize that it works with the graveyard, if it works with remove from play, if it works with special summoning from certain things or from the hand of the deck, search those keywords. I think that there's a lot of cards in the game that you might not even notice, like Chicken Game in a spell counter S deck. I would have never thought of it, but it is a spell. It helps you draw one card for a cost of life points, but you don't really care, and then it kind of puts your opponent in a weird predicament. This card, I don't even know what this card does. If this card is in the pendulum zone, return this card from the pendulum zone to the hand. Oh, if a monster is pendulum summoned, so he's gonna put this back in the hand, and that's a free spell counter for him. Like, I never even thought about that. Like, that's crazy. This is not a spellcaster, it's just a random card. And it also says when this card is normal summon, you could choose one card in your pendulum zone and send it to the graveyard. All cards your opponent controls in the same column as that card. That's crazy. Once returned during the end phase, if this card was normal summon, return this card to the hand. So he can keep doing this. This card is actually very flexible, and I don't know this card exists. So this card has to do with pendulum stuff. So when you're making a pendulum, like, this card would kind of came up, and you would have read this card, and you might have been like, oh damn, this card kind of spicy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, just don't be afraid to, like, really go out and read certain cards. Like, I want to use this Kaiden Kendo Spirit. If I remember, I'm gonna look it up. So now that card's gonna go back to the hand. He's gonna use the 2 7s to X. Oh, he's gonna go link summon. Who is it? Heaven. This card is actually pivotal. I've been seeing this card in so many decks, and those two go to the thing. He's probably gonna bring them back very easily. This card is link summon. You can add one pendulum. Again, pendulum synergy. Jesus. You can add one pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck face up, so it's gonna go up here. You can target one other face up card you control, destroy it, and then add one face up pendulum from your extra deck to your hand. So he can. We'll see how he does that. If a card in the pendulum zone leaves the field, draw one card, and you can use this effect only once per turn. Figures. But he's gonna probably destroy the other one, put that guy out there, destroy that. Gonna get one into his hand. This card, when he plays it, what is it? Okay, yeah, it draws. He's gonna play this one. This one, I think, summons something directly from there. I think no. Okay. This goes puts it into a hand. This one special summons I think Mystical Beast. So you're gonna see the guy come out. Animation Station. So he's actually spelling a different version of the spell counter. As you can see, boom. Now this guy's gonna start getting it, and he's gonna end his turn on that. Still pretty strong turn. He has a lot of stuff in his extra deck. We're gonna see the Harpy's Feather Duster probably first, or Regeki first. Okay. Then Harpies. Yes. Okay. All right. Thunder King. Ooh. Lockout. This card's old school, and another reason. Old school cards do work. That's why I was so happy when I saw the King Tengaroo or whatever. Neither player can add cards from their deck to their hand except by drawing them. During either player's turn, when your opponent special summon a monster, you can send this card to the graveyard and negate the special summon if you do destroy it. This is a special summon counter card. Call it Haunted he has. So you can use this once, call the Haunted it right back, and then take another one out. This guy's actually in deep doo-doo right now because a lot of his cards have to deal with that. But he can actually still get a decent combo depending on what he draws. And he can also slow play. Make the scale. Remember, he has this card. This card's here for, and it's a rank 9. Scale 9, sorry. So that's really good. 4 to 7, 4 to 9, so he can get that one. And I think, yeah, and then that's going to go back to the hand. He didn't negate the special summon, so he's just going to take the attack. Surprised he didn't, actually. And he did special summon exactly one monster. Maybe Pendulum oversees that. And now he's going to go Gravity Kun. What the hell is that? Extra one non-link monster in the extra monster zone. Okay. It is a psychic type. Cannot be used as link material to turn it as link summon. This card in the extra monster zone cannot be destroyed by battle with a monster in the main monster zone. So it has to be another extra monster that kills it. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster in the extra monster zone, you can return both that card's opponent to the deck and this card to the deck. That's funny. He's very pesky. Call the Haunted. He's going to bring this guy right back. And then Zumba the Spirit, another one of these trap cards. Is actually a zombie too. Eldritch is happy. It's a trap zombie. It's what I like. It's what I like. So he's gonna bring both of them back. I still don't know why he didn't use this for the first initial summon though. Seems a little bit weird. Or maybe he was thinking he was gonna summon something else. So these cards can't kill it, so he's just gonna push damage. Or if he did have it, we just get bounced back to that. You need something like the Math Mech Super Overlord Supreme, whatever the hell it's called. Alright, he's gonna do it again. Now he's gonna get the other guy to come back out. And this time, since there's already a thing here, I think he can summon multiple of them, right? Because then they're gonna go in the monster zone, right? That one he's gonna bounce. He didn't like that one. Superpower, gonna put it on. Well, first, yeah, that one lets him search. Unfortunately, since it lets him search, he can actually ash it, so it doesn't do anything. And he's gonna just sit in here and chill. He's gonna push another 800 damage. Since nothing like this happened, he'll be able to do it next turn though. But even though this is the crazy part about Pendulum, even if it gets stalled like this, you can still do it the next turn if the scale isn't broken. So even though he has been playing pretty good, you know, it doesn't matter. Boom, here we go. Big Pop is here. Unfortunately, the way that he's playing, you can't. And then another Ash. Jesus. So he hasn't been able to really progress anything, like to actually do anything crazy because of that. He keeps stopping him. This card needs at least one spell counter or a card that can spell counter. So boom, now he gets a spell counter. So now this card's a lot more safer. Forgot what that card does. Yeah. So did he. I'm about to say, doesn't it kill the card that kills it? Oh boy. Oh no, Eldritch, don't put this in your deck, I swear to God. If this card summoned this way is destroyed by battle, inflict damage equal to the attack of the monster that killed it. So that was like pretty much the only thing. But him summoning that card, he probably should have either killed it with another card, like made sure something else killed it. Because what he was gonna do, if this guy was aware of it, he would have just attacked with it and then took, what is that, 1,000 damage, and then like this, you know, it doesn't matter who attacks what. Oh boy. My phone is on fire. I could have swore, yeah, once per turn when a spell or trap effect is activated, which I could have swore that was, you can return one card you control with a spell counter to the hand, and if you negate the activation, then if you do destroy it, then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card as the return card. I could have swore he did that because he had a spell counter. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can add one normal. So I don't know. Maybe he thought that he could negate it, and it didn't allow him to negate it. And then where's that other card? I'm about to craft this card right now. There it is. I know I've already gotten to this pack 16,000 times, so all good. And what was that other card? All right, I'll have to do the super search, so Pendulum. Can I go by scale? No. Dude, why didn't I write down the name of this card? Oh my God. Or at least more identifying things so I can figure out how to find it quicker. Oh man, I put Ty instead of Kai. That's what it was. Found it. So this card is it's an N. It's an N. I was actually about to just do a pure search by like SR and UR because I just assumed it was an SR UR. This card is an N rated card. Holy. Come to Papa, boy. That is a good. I don't even know if I need 3, but like I'm assuming, and then it looks like these. See, it's weird because it says it's not related, right? But these cards look like some pretty good. Like, it looks like it is like a weird karate archetype. Woo! All right, let's do another Spectate, and that's the purpose of these Spectates. Honestly, it's just like sometimes you'll see stuff that you're not really familiar with that can actually really help your deck out. Or you'll see a concept that you really like, and I think that that's why I enjoy doing them so much and really breaking down cards that you might not have even seen, because most of the time you're looking at either you're fighting against meta, so you're fighting against a lot of decks that you see a lot, and people don't innovate them, and I always like to see when a deck is innovated. So look, here we go. Look, it is again Eldritch deck, or I'm assuming Eldritch deck because I see these 2 cards, and then a card I don't really normally see. Summon limit. Neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. Negated summons count towards this limit. Negated cards, effects that would summon do not count. So that's pretty cool. So even this whole setup that he has here is actually pretty nasty. Now, as much as I hate Eldritch, it's interesting when people add in different tech cards to make it their own. So boom. He doesn't know, and a really good player won't pop this until he needs to. Someone or add one. Like if he pops this early like an idiot, then I know that this person sucks. Or is just not as good, because you usually want to pop it when you know that they're screwed. But right now it looks like he has a bunch of fire. He has a full Metalfoes deck. Metalfoes. Now I've been seeing people splash Metalfoes into their, like actually in their deck, but not a full Metalfoes. There's probably a better way of saying it. It's probably actually not Metalfoes, but probably something else. And then Para. Like they have these weird like alt names or whatever. We got an 8 and an 8. He's gonna put Max C on that. Now I think if this guy is paying attention, or at least most people when they see a bunch of traps, I don't feel like he actually has to summon anything here. Yeah, I actually like if he sits here and just sets up, and then he's gonna, okay. Wow, he actually stops that. Is he that afraid of what he can bring out? I'm not too sure what this card would, what he would have fusion summoned, but he ends up stopping it. He doesn't want the card draw, and he's gonna, now it's a 1 and an 8. Gonna destroy that, and he's gonna get another ability to fusion here. Now, as far as traps, he opts to not do it. So he stops that. Oh, and he's gonna max C his thing, so he's gonna get the 1 card draw off of his thing, and we all know what he's gonna bring out. It's the boy. So now, does he pop this? And then rare metal, this card activated as well, helps him draw some cards. So let's see what else he got going on. So his scale, once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, set a magic. So what does he have here? Oh, I can't see it, but all right. So he's gonna get that. That's the classic card. That card comes out, destroys. I think it can just destroy a monster, though, right? Yeah. No, destroy a face-up card in the field. Okay. I thought it was just a monster, but he could actually destroy his scale, which is really important. Balloon Baboon. Draw 1 card and then place 1 at the bottom. Put it at the bottom of the deck. He's going to destroy that card. So now neither way he can summon more than 2 times. So he's summoned here. Now, I don't know if it counts. This is going to be interesting. Does it count that summon? Because he already summoned it? Or does it count once it's activated? So we're going to, that's going to be interesting to see here. How does that work? Let's see. Okay, he's going trippy happy right now. If a face-up card you destroy, you can special summon 1 Metalfoes monster from your deck. During either player's turn, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and add 1 Metalfoes Pendulum to his from your extra deck to your hand. So from here, and then we also have this one. He's going to fusion. So I would assume he's triggering this. That would this not be maxi? Okay, that should be either 1 summon, and then this one gets messed up. Ah, the Ash Blossom on the maxi. You love to see it. So he's not gonna do that, and he's gonna Gozen match. Now, I think the Gozen match here doesn't really make too much sense. So here, that's gonna get blocked out. Now he knows that most of his Metalfoes stuff, I think they're all fire types. Does that and the true guy in his head? Yeah, so fire type. And based on this card, I'm assuming those don't activate, right? Yeah, they don't activate. He's gonna trigger that. He's gonna immediately destroy it. He's gonna use that to get another Eldritch. So what counters does this guy have to stop this? This is not... No, that's actually exact lethal if he wants to. If he wants to turn this up and attack with it. And he does. I don't remember what that card is. And that is exact lethal from the Eldritch player. Funny. This card, I think, did help out, and then he did have the backup of the other one, which forced him to not be able to summon anything outside of another fire type. But, you know, like I said, a little tech card. Maybe Eldritch, maybe you want to start that. Because a lot of times with Eldritch, the only thing that they're really worried about is you gaining any type of slight advantage over them. They have the ability to fuse, not fuse, the XZs to Eldritch later on. Ooh, artifacts. Well, 1 artifact. Sorry, let me just talk about this. They do have the ability to do 2, right? So they always have that advantage towards them, but at the same time, you have to remember, like, that's the only thing that they have. Like, if you mess around with their Eldritch, the deck kind of falls apart a lot. So that's what they're worried about. That's why they start running all those other trap cards. So I think that the more traps that you have. Like I saw Eldritch with Paleozoic, and that was really nice for them. It was another trap, so they didn't know what traps the people were running. They ran the banished Paleozoic, and then, you know, also the Paleozoic puts another card out, and then if they have other link monsters in that deck, it was pretty cool. It's another tech that you could put in there. Don't copy and paste decks, ladies and gentlemen. There's many different avenues to play one deck. So this guy looks like, what is this? I see too many different archetypes right now, but I think since I see a trap card of a certain archetype, I'm assuming this is Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid with some artifact backup, Ash Blossom, and then the side gear I think is also a staple card that a lot of people use. So he's just gonna put this normal summon, target one in the graveyard. Doesn't even have that yet. Started a battle phase, you can return this and special summon. He doesn't have that right now. He's gonna go against Virtual World. I'm very familiar with Virtual World, so I can kind of fast explain it. He's gonna Ash Blossom this card so it can't activate his thing, and then goes Side Frame. Side Frame, and then he has the same card in his hand. So what this card does, when your opponent activates a monster effect while you control no monsters, which he can only activate, this guy can't. While you control no monsters, you can special summon both this card from your hand and the Side Frame driver from your hand, deck, or graveyard, and if you do, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that monster. During the end phase, banish the face-up monster special summoned by this card's effect. But they probably won't be there because this is a tuner. So this is just a hand trap tuner. Instant level 8. That's kind of disgusting. But as you can see here, look at the, if you were using the other guy's deck, right? The summon limit would work here, right? You know that these cards are all the same. Yeah, they're all light except this one, right? So the light, but he would have summoned these two and that would have been it. He wouldn't have been able to synchro with them. He wouldn't have been able to XZs or link or whatever like that. So that summon limit card is actually pretty good. Just saying. I like the tech. So now he's using this, and again, so the way Virtual World works, I'll do a video. That's the next video I want to do using Virtual World and Link. Pretty much they target a card, and then you get to throw a card in your graveyard from your deck that's not what you targeted. So he targeted his spell, so he can throw a trap or a monster in the graveyard, depending on what he wants. He threw a monster. That monster does another thing, this spell, and then a lot of the cards have effects when they're in the graveyard to banish themselves to do something else. So it's just it's a weird way of cycling. You just have to be careful of what you want in the graveyard versus what you want in your hand or in the graveyard. Stuff like that. It's kind of weird. But anyway, he's gonna synchronize that. He's gonna go dragon tidying, sorry. Target one dragon monster you control and one card your opponent controls or in their graveyard, return them. You can banish this card from the graveyard, special summon one Dragon Maid for your hand, yada yada yada. So he's just gonna return that, I think. That and that, they return. Unfortunately, it's not over. This time he has no monster, so now he can activate his Side Frame Gamma Gear. And boom. Now he has the 2 out. Now he could kill this, but he can't kill the 6. Remember, those cards get banished if nothing happens to them. And yeah, that's what that trap does. It just pretty much puts another one out. So he actually can bring out another. No, did he go with the 2? No, okay, he's going with another 9. This is the good thing about having multiple copies of a really good card. So if one does get sacrificed to the gods, you can summon another one. Now this one, interesting. Why are they going to the graveyard? Yeah, any card that's sent from the field to the graveyard is supposed to be banished instead. Why did those cards not get banished? Am I weirded out by something? Alright. Bounced a couple cards back from his banish before they were taken away. Puts this face down. Didn't want to try to use any. Does he have any? No, he doesn't have any Dragon Maids in the thing. So he's going to put that down. Now, this cool. What I like about this card is that it allows you to move a banished monster back to the grave. You could do it to your opponent as well. But as you said, I think he put this back in because I think, does it matter if this card's in the hand or not? No, this card has to be in your hand. So I think he just moved it because he felt like it. Sometimes I think it's best not to move it. You don't have to use it every turn, but there's nothing wrong with using it every turn. And this is the card. Yeah, that's the other card that I said that Eldritch players were using, teching into their decks. He can survive this hit though. The next turn he has to decide, you know, what is it worth it to even try to trigger this card, because you have to discard one to even use it. And he gets the Dragon Maid. He can't really utilize it. Dragon Maid tidying. What is that gonna do? I think he discards that first, and then the tidying maybe gets that card. Yes, nice play. I'm surprised he... Oh no, does this card put it at the end of the battle phase? You can return this card to the end of the special summon. Damn. He ran out of options there. Of course, what I keep betting on, I don't think any of these videos I'll ever get all the predict right in any of the videos. It hurts. It hurts. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that lovely display. I think that was cool to see some of the regular decks that you normally see, but they're played in a different way with other little 1 or 2 tech cards. Like I said, it's really good to see that. Also, if you guys are unaware, I just want to throw this. I don't want to make a full video on this. I forgot what YouTuber, I think it's Brad's, did it. If you have these little cheap ones in your dailies, make sure that you just leave them there until like 15 days or whatever, and then claim them the last day. And then take them all. So every time the thing resets, it's always going to be the good stuff. It's going to be the 50, 250s, and a 30 for your 3 dailies. So if you guys aren't doing that, please start doing that. You're missing out on not viable, but a lot of really good gems, researches on a regular day basis. My duelist level has gone up, so I get 100. Yes. So when I reach 15, I got 100, and when I get 16, I get 50. What? Yo, Konami, what are you guys doing? You guys are, as you get higher, you should get more. Like, what are they doing, man? And then look at this. What is that? Legacy pack? I don't get it, man. They really need to rework like their reward system, like especially reward system for playing the game a lot. They should be higher. These should be higher. And yes, some of these you can cheese out, but I'm not gonna go too much into that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. And make sure if you did, you like, comment, subscribe here on AATK. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.